Hello guys, in this video we'll see SQL classes part 2. Okay, so here we will see between clause, like condition, is null condition, and many other conditions. We'll see in detail each and every condition, okay, with a live SQL demo. Let's see. The first thing before we move into between operator, between condition and other conditions, we need to know comparison operators. Okay, so previously we have seen like equal to in the conditions, right? Only equal to operator. So similarly you can use greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equals to. So these are the other operators which you can use over numeric operators or numeric columns or date columns. Okay, so we'll see an example, typical example how it is. Okay, as usual I'll copy from my text pad and I'll put these in the um, description area, okay, for your execution, your test and execution. So the supplier table has some 8 records. Okay, so what we are going to do is with this comparison operator we are going to fetch only the product price where it is greater than 20. So the product price is this. So here there are many products with various prices. So there are two products which are 20. Okay, so what we will do, we will increase it. Okay, below 20 there is no column, so if we run also it will fetch all the records. See, all 8 records have come. So what we'll do, we'll take above 30. Okay, so there are two records which are with 20 price tag, so we'll eradicate those. So now we have 5 records. Okay, there are three records, I guess. We'll see the output. Yeah, there is one thing which is 25. Okay, so it has omitted 3 records basically, since it is greater than 30, greater than or equal to 30. So these 5 records have been fetched based on the product price. So it works on this principle of greater than or equal to. So this is how you use operators. Similarly, you can use a not equals to. So you can use all those operators which I have showcased. Okay. So here there is only one record which is product price is 30. So it has omitted that and it has showcased all other records. Okay, this is important for between statement. That's why I showcase this operators before we move on to the between. Let's see the between now. This is the example comparison operator, the same thing which I have showcased directly. Okay, so here the where clause will be having this simple um, greater than or equal to symbol or a not equal to symbol, whatever showcased in the previous slide. Okay, all these operators can be replaced in this place, and this is what we just now executed. Okay, so this is the simple syntax for comparison operator. So I straight away jumped into the example rather than showing you the syntax. Now let's move on to the between operator. Okay, so between is basically a condition wherein you can select a specific block of output. Okay, there might be some many records in a table. Okay, but if you want to filter in with a range of values, for which you can use this between keyword. You can use this for all text, numbers and date fields. Okay, so majority the numbers and date fields are used for between condition. Okay, text is not much likely a good choice for between, so I'll showcase you with each of these examples. So here this is the syntax. Okay, so wherein you select all the columns and from that table where column is between column value 1 and column value 2. So here you need to specify the range, lesser range and the higher range. Okay, so this is a typical example wherein I have selected the supplier A table and I'm selecting all the products which wherein the price range is between 20 and 50. Previously we were using greater than symbol in the comparison operator with the same output. I'll explain you with the comparison operator also how it works. Okay, so this between does is it will fetch all the records between this 20 and 50. So it will be inclusive of this price value 20 and 50. So these two also will be included. Let's see in the execution. Similarly, I'm selecting it for this as well. I have all the queries ready. I'm just copy pasting. So here we have the between statement. So now let us execute and see how it is. So here we have 8 records in the supplier table. Now it has the output has been reduced to 6 records because we have selected only 20 to 50. So there are some products which are above 50 as well, like 80 rupees, somewhere like 50.50. So these two records have been omitted in the selection. So these two records would have not come in the output. So this is the working of a between statement. So here the 20 price and 50 price is also taken into consideration. So that is the key thing which you have to remember for a between statement. Now let us see for an execution of a date field. So I've included a date field, so I will give you the update statements and alter statements. So now I'll just add the date column here. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll include the last updated as well in the select statement, and in the where condition I'll say last updated between. I'll give date format as this, okay, because this is the default date format for SQL Server. I'm using the same format. You can use other formats as well, but you need to format it before inserting. So the addition of this column and populating this field value, I'll put it in the description. You can just run it and automatically those values will come over the supplier table which you have previously created. Okay, so I'm basically selecting the records which has been updated between 202407 20 to 22. Okay, so the date format is YYYY hyphen mm hyphen dd, and I'm selecting records which has been updated between 20th and 22nd. Okay, let's see how many records are coming. So there are 5 records which has been typically updated between 20 and 22. So other records have been done, have been updated, okay, after that as well or before that as well. So I'm giving an order by also in the select statement of the supply array. I'm using ascending order select. So along with this output I'm selecting it. So if you can see there is a record which has been updated on 10th. Okay, so that will not come inside this condition. And similarly there are records which has been updated on 23rd, so that also will not come. So the output is perfect. Similarly you can use for string operators as well, string. So I'll showcase you how it works. Okay, so we need to consider some string field. So I'm using product name. Okay, here I will use a, here I will use um, m. Okay, so here in the select I'm changing it as product name ascending order so that we can see the output comparison. So here we have ordered the product name. Okay, so now the execution has been done, so it has taken from a to m, but if you see exactly the mango is missing. Okay, so it has taken from apple to guava. Okay, but m is missing, even though between condition has to include this value as well, but it has not included. So for string it behaves in a different way. So if you want you can use it like this, but better to use like operator. Okay, so like is a better condition for string columns. Okay, so if we want to include this m, I think we need to go with o. Okay, so let us see the output. This is how SQL server behaves. So it has included now. Okay, mango has come into the picture. So it is taking the next operators, means it's taking, sorry, it's taking the previous character. So after m only comes o. So if we give o, it has taken till m. So this is how it is working for string. The between condition can also come with not operator. Okay, So I'll do one thing, not for product price. So here it has omitted two records because it is between. Okay, so we'll put not. Okay, so if we exclude this condition, means I don't want the records between 20 and 50. There are only two records, which is out of this particular range. So we, since we have used not, it has omitted all the records between this range, and it has explicitly given out of that range. Okay, so it has provided 50.50 and 80. Okay, so these are the two product prices which are out of that particular range. So using a not operator, you can do like this as well. Between clause can also be written in this way. Okay, so I'll just remove this not. Okay, so this is the between normal between clause. Okay, so I'm just copying it. This is for your information and understanding. Okay, so since you have seen the comparison operators, I'm using the same comparison operators to use the to simulate the between clause output. Okay, this is what the exact between clause works. So here we have taken product price between 20 and 50. The same thing this is also doing with the comparison operator, wherein the product price is greater than or equal to 20 and product price is less than or equal to 50. You can write it in this way also, but between statement is a much more simplified way of writing the statement. So here you have to put two conditions, one on product same product price and another condition on the same product price to restrict the values in between these two. So instead of this you can use like this also. So let's see the execution of these. Okay, so these two outputs have to be same. Okay, that's what I'm meaning. See, the outputs are same, so it returns the same thing. Only thing is you have to use two statements here, two conditions actually. Here it is a single condition, but it handles in this way only. So this is how a between statement exactly works. Next is a in condition. What does an in condition do? In condition explicitly allows you to have only values specified in a bracket. Okay, so if you have some 2 3 values or 5 values, whatever it is, okay, if you specify only those values, you want only the records of those values, then you can specify using a in condition. So it will omit all other values apart from whatever you have specified. Okay, so this is also coming with a not condition if you want. Okay, we'll see how it is. I'm taking it from the text pad. So now I'm executing this in condition. So what I've done is I need product price. Okay, so the in condition syntax is simple. So wherein you have to select the same columns. Okay, and then with the from the table, and in the where condition select the specify the column and followed by in, and you have to specify the values for that in condition. So whatever values you specify here, you can have n number of values. Of course there is a limitation, but you can have multiple values. Okay, but the limitation varies based on the database type. Okay, so here you have n number of values, you can separate it with commas. If it is a string value or a string column, you need to specify the values of strings in single quotes. Okay, if it is a numeric operator, numeric column like product price, you can straight away specify like this. Okay, otherwise you need to quote it in single quotes each and every value. You can separate it with commas in the same way. Okay, so we'll see that in detail in the example how it works. Okay, so here I have taken the same example which I have showcased just now. So let's run it again. So here I wanted the products which are having product prices 20 and 45. Only those two products I want. whatever the product price is 20 and 45. I don't want other products, so this returns me only those two specific product prices records. Okay, so here I have 20 and 45 only, so only three records have come out of 8 records, because only these three records have been satisfying these condition in condition. Okay, similarly I can use a not condition. Okay, so not in, that means it will eradicate all the records which are 20 and 45. Apart from that, whatever is there, it will come, right? So this is what not specifies. So the other five records, previously there were three records, now five records, because it has omitted those two 20 product price 20 records and 45 records. Okay, so there are three records which are in that pricing range, so that has been omitted now. It has retrieved all the other five records which were there. So this not is also can be used in this in condition. Next is a like condition. Why do you need a like condition? There will be columns in with strings. Okay, so text columns. Okay, so you may need to have a search. If it is a numeric value, you can straight away put a greater than or equal to, or a lesser than or equal to, or greater than symbol, and you can just compare it, means filter it out. Okay, but for a text, how will you filter if the between clause it not exactly works? Okay, so for that only this like is there. Okay, so this like clause allows you to uh, give patterns, and based on the patterns it will check each and every record, and if the pattern matches it will fetch that particular record. Okay, so there are two while characters which can be used inside the like condition. So one is percentage and one is underscore. I'll tell you the importance of this in the example. Okay, so the percentage allows anything, the percentage can be any number of characters and anything uh, to the left or to the right. Okay, but underscore will be a while character, like if you put a string and if you put an underscore in that string with the like condition, that particular underscore can be replaced with any character. So if there is a pattern and you don't know a specific character in that pattern. Okay, uh, when in that specific character which you don't know, you can put an underscore, so it will replace and check all whatever possibilities, and it will match all the values whatever is coming in that particular uh, missing character. Okay, but other characters should match exactly. This is what a percentage and underscore symbol works as a wildcard character in a like condition. We'll show it in an example, then you will understand it clearly. It might be a little bit confusing in this stage. Let's see in the syntax first. So this is how you will write a like condition. So this column 1 should be a string column. It cannot work on a numeric column. Okay, so you need to put a text column here. So here I know a specific pattern of string, so I need to select uh, all those rows which are matching with this particular string. So for that purpose I have put percentage on both the ends. Okay, so I know only the middle part of that particular word. Okay, so in that case you can put it like this that middle part you can place it in the string place, and you can put percentage symbol on both the ends within single quotes. So what it will do, it will compare each and every record with this pattern, and anything which is matching with this pattern will bring it. Okay, so in the example I have taken supplier table wherein I'm searching uh, product country starting with BR, and after BR it can be anything. So if anything, any record which has a value starting with BR, it will fetch. Okay, we'll see all the examples of like, so you will get a better understanding. Copying it from my text pad, just pasted it. Okay, now sorry, product country. So what I've done, product country. Okay, now I'll execute this select statement first. Okay, so there are 8 records. So there are records which are starting with BR. that is Brazil. That is the only record. So in this thing I should get an output only with Brazil's record, right? So what it has done, it has searched for all the records with product country starting with BR. Okay, so you don't have a percentage symbol in the beginning. That means whatever character you specify after single quote, it should be this, means it should be present in the record. Okay, and percentage if you give means after that character which you have given, what it can have any characters. Okay, so it can have a, it can have brown something, whatever you want. Okay, so whatever is there after this BR will be taken as output. For example, I'll tell you some other case. Okay, so I'll take yes. Okay, so here I have Spain records. Okay, so we'll see how it comes. So it should take two records. Okay, South Africa is also there. Okay, yeah. So what it has done, it has taken all the records which is starting with S. This like operator means this example works like this, wherein after the like, if you specify any character, it should start with that particular character only. If that character matches with your record, it will bring it up. Otherwise, it will not bring. Okay. And percentage means it can have any value. It can be Spain, it can be South Africa. So it has taken all the records which is starting with S. Now, if I don't know the starting character or the starting few characters of the word, what do I do? I'll put another percentage this side. Okay, now I'm saying whatever is matching with yes I want. Okay, so let's see what is the output. Means I don't know the starting character, so I mentioned that there is only s character in between. Okay, so place both the ends with the percentage symbol. Now let us see. So it has taken 4 records now, because now Netherlands is also coming into picture. Previously S was there with the 3 records: South Africa, Spain, and 2 Spain records and 1 South Africa record. Now Netherlands also has come because S is in the last. So anything before and after it will take. So S should be inside that record value. This is what the meaning is. So if I put IN, okay, let's see what and all comes. So Spain and India. Okay, so India is starting with IN, so it has taken, and similarly Spain is there which is ending with IN, so it has taken. So this last numbers and last percentage is, if it is, if any other country is there which is having in inside its country name also will be picked up, or if it is ending in that particular IN character also will be picked up. That's what this means. Okay, so it can either start or it can end or it can be in between also. All the three condition applies here. Okay, for a like with these kind of percentages on both the ends. If you don't give this percentage on either of the end, that means it should match exactly. So if you have in this side left side and percentage on right side, that means anything which is starting with IN. If you have percentage on left side and IN like this, that means the country should end with IN. So anything this percentage replaces any character. Okay, it can have n number of characters or any character, but it should compulsorily end with IN. So there is no country, I think Spain is there, right? So it will come, only Spain will come, right? If it is this side, only India will come. I think now the like condition is somewhat clear, I guess. So now we have underscore also. So how to use underscore then? So what we'll do, we have India, right? So if you say like this, if you since you don't know the exact keyword, I mean the exact word of that country, what you can do, you can either put underscore. Underscore will only replace one single character. Okay, so now I know that it is starting with in and it is ending with ia. I don't know the d character which is there for India. Okay, so what I can do, I can use this underscore, so it will replace anything in that place and it will match and see. So any character can be there in this place. Okay, but these two characters, this in and ia, should match with the string in the records. So this should typically return India records only. See, so we'll see for some other example, then it will be clear for this. Okay, so now I have Brazil record. Okay, what I will do, I will say br. Okay, I don't know the spelling of Brazil. Say if suppose I don't know the Brazil spelling, so I'm putting underscore then zil. I know only this much of spelling for Brazil. Okay, in this case what it will do, it will replace this with any character and it will search for each and every character or any character it can have in this record, and it will match and see if this string matches with that particular record, it will bring it out. Let's see the output. See, it has brought only Brazil. So this underscore can be having any value. So similarly you can have n number of underscores inside this. I don't have to specifically say I need percentage. Okay, but the difference between percentage and underscore is percentage can have n number of characters after that word. Okay, if I say uh, percentage here, I can have Brazil, I can have any value which is bigger than Brazil also. Okay, so something like like this, any value like this. Okay, but it can have any number of values after this, so I'm replacing with percentage. But if it is underscore, means it is restricted with the number of characters. Okay, so here I'll showcase how. So what you have done, we have put underscore in between. So this specific word has 6 characters and only one word I don't know, that is what I have replaced with underscore. So it will specifically search for 6 characters only. Okay, if it is more than 6 characters, it will omit straight away. So this is the disadvantage of an underscore. Okay, but both has different use cases, that's why it is there. Okay, both the wildcards have different use cases, but this is how it can be used. Okay, if you put a percentage, it will take all the values. If you put underscore, it will be specific to that particular character. This is the meaning. You can use both underscore and percentage in a single search string also. So this is the search string which you want to use in the like operator. So I hope this like operator is clear. Okay, try it out, because unless you try you will not get to know the working of this. Okay, this might be little confusing for newcomers. Okay, if you are using the like operator for the first time, it might be little difficult to understand, but try it out and see, then you will understand this example. Okay, next is a is null condition. So this is null condition is specifically for fetching those records which is having a null value in that particular column. Okay, so if it is a null column, then it will automatically pick up that particular record, so the condition will be automatically true in that place. Okay, so we'll see the example of this, I mean syntax. So the syntax is very simple, like column, you select the columns from the table and where column is null, that's all. So whichever column you suspect that it will have null values, you can straight away put it here, and you should put it as is null. If that column is null, automatically that particular record will be selected in the output. So here I have not placed any null values in the tables. So what I have done, I've used a left outer join. So left outer join, obviously there will be some or the other records in left or right outer join. So those null records we can pull it out. So you were, if you have not watched left outer join and right outer join, please refer the old videos. Okay, I'll put those links as well. You can check it out so that you understand left outer join. I'm not going to explain it here. Okay, so here the product ID will be null for the right side table, right? So those records we will fetch it here. We'll see the example now. Again, I'm copying it from the text pad, pasting it here. So the same example what you have seen in the screen. Okay, so let me execute and see. So it has four null values. Okay, so this is how a left outer join works. So if you run this without the where condition, it will be like 8 records. Okay, so I wanted only the null fields, right? Null columns. Wherever the column value is null, I have taken. I want those records. So with this where condition is null, okay, you can specifically select those four records. This is how a is null works. So if the column value is null, automatically that record will be picked up for the output. Next is a group by clause. So group by clause, I think you would have seen in the previous videos also, but next is a having clause. So for a having clause, I need to um, put this group by clause. So for that purpose, I have put this here. So group by clause, as you know, this works on aggregate functions. Those who don't know the aggregate functions, you can refer my previous video. I'll put that link as well, okay, in the description. So this works on count, sum, and average functions. Okay, so the if you are using count, sum, or average or specific aggregate functions, you need to use a group by clause. This is what the advantage of a group by clause. Okay, so you can group it basically. So we'll see the syntax as well here. Okay, so just as a relook or a reminder. So here we have the select. You select the column where you want to group, and you count the values, okay, from the table, and use a group by statement wherein you can group it based on this column too. So here I have grouped it based on the product country. So I have just counted the number of products based on the country, and this will give me the exact count country wise. This is the output of this particular query. Let's see the exit. I'm copying it from my text pad. I'll just clear this is null. So I'm just running this. Okay, so it has given me 6 records. There are total of 8 records in this table, but it has reduced the output with 6 records, because there are 2 records which is having two values for each in 2 countries. Okay, Spain has 2 records, India has 2 records, so those 2 has been counted here and it has displayed it here. Okay, so this is how a group by clause works exactly. So next we'll move on to the uh, order means having clause. Okay, since our main concentration is having. So first we'll see order by, then we'll go with the having clause as well. Okay, so order by, I think I would have taken it in the previous video. So order by is basically the sorting of output. So it basically sorts the data. Okay, so it has two type of styles. It can sort with ascending order and descending order. We'll see the example as well for this. So order by clause is straight away like this. With the you select the columns from the table, then order by whatever column you want to order. Okay, it can be numeric, it can be text. If it is numeric, it will sort it on ascending order. If it is text, it will sort it on alphabetical order. You can change the directions based on the ascending or descending keyword here. So this I'm using this order by clause along with the group by. That's why I took the group by clause in the previous slide, so that you get a fair understanding. Okay, so for you, if you want the group by in detail, I have put already another video which is there in my playlist. You can check it out. So now what I've done is I've grouped the country based, means I've used group by statement for country wise count. Okay, product country wise count, just now we saw. Over and above, I'm ordering based on the count. Okay, I want the higher value count on the top. So we'll see the example execution there. So now I'm executing this. So previously we have seen this output wherein it was not in the order of the count. Okay, so it has taken as per the I think alphabetical order. Now I want this 2 to be in the top. So 2 wherever the count is 2, I want it in top. So what I'm using as no, okay, this is ascending order, so 1 will come on top. We'll see the output. So see, it is sorted based on the count. So count of product ID, it should be in ascending order. That's what this order by clause does. Okay, so here it has sorted based on the count. So if I want this 2 on the top, I need to use DESC, descending. So now it has come on the top. So this is how an order by clause can combine over a group by. Okay, similarly we can use having as well. I'll tell you what is the meaning of it. So basically having also works over and above group by. So for having clause to be there, you need a group by clause by default. If you don't have a group by, you can't use a having clause. So basically what does a where condition do? Where clause specifies your condition for extracting the output. The same where clause can be used on this aggregate functions also, but using a having clause, not like a where condition. That's why this having clause comes into picture. Otherwise you can straight away use can say like I want the count which is greater than 2 or less than 2, like that, right? But you cannot do it in a where condition, but you can use that count of records or sum of records inside the having clause. That's why this having clause is there. We'll see the example, then you will understand it better. So here the group by is necessary. Without the group by you cannot have the having clause. So what I've done, I've just put the same group by statement. Along with that I have put the having clause. In the having clause I have given count of that particular column ID, the same which you have put here, and greater than 1. This is how you use a having clause. Okay, so this has to be there, then only you can use that. You need to use the same thing here. These two has to be same. Okay, you cannot put a different column here and different column here. That will not work. Okay, you need to put same columns. Okay, so here I have taken supplier table wherein already I have grouped it with the product country. Now I'm saying I don't want the products which are having one record. I need products greater than one. So I need only the higher value. So I used a having clause here. It has counted all the products, then it has grouped it, then it has filtered it with value greater than 1. Let's see the execution. So now I can get only 2 records. Previously there were some 6 records, right? Now it has only given me 2 records because I've given this condition. So this condition you cannot put this in a straightaway where clause in say after the from statement. It won't work. It will throw out an error because this aggregate function you are not supposed to use in the where clause. Rather you have to use a having clause. Okay, this is the importance of the having clause. So for having clause you need a group by and this too has to be same. If you change the count also it will not work exactly. So to have a desired output you need to have both same. Okay, because this is based on the aggregate function which has been used in this select. Okay, I can use a order by over and above having. Okay, so now what I've done, I have given an order by statement along with the having clause. So I am just ordering out based on the uh, so first let me see the output of this normal having. Okay, so here India comes in the first place, next Spain. So if I want it in descending order I can use this order by. So I've just ordered it. So now Spain has come first, India has come second. So this is how you use a order by clause. That's all for this video guys. If you like the channel please like it and subscribe this video, and so that you can have future videos like this. Okay, Thanks for watching.